who may request a renewal of deferred action? You may submit a request for a renewal of your deferred action if you have not departed the United States without first requesting advanced parole since your initial request. Secondly, you must have continuous presence in the United States. This basically means that you must not have departed the United States for a certain period of time. Third, you must not have a felony, a significant misdemeanor, or 3 or more misdemeanors. If any of this is true, if it applies to you, you may want to consult with an attorney before proceeding with your renewal. A couple of questions that many individuals are concerned and are looking for the answers to. The first question is, can I renew my deferred action even though I have not completed my educational requirements? The answer is yes. If you were initially granted deferred action and you have not either graduated from high school or obtained your GED, you may still submit your request for a renewal. You do not have to include any of this information in your application. However, if USCIS does request this information, then you may need to submit it. Also, many are concerned that they have not used their employment authorization because either they're in school or maybe just have not found a job yet. And that's perfectly okay. You do not have to you do not have to include any documentation to prove that you have been working. Another common question is if an individual has aged out, meaning that they've already reached the age of 31. And the answer to that question is yes, you may still submit your renewal even if you have already reached age 31. The second question is, when can I renew my deferred action application? The answer to that question is very, very important. You must submit your application approximately 120 days prior to the expiration date of your current deferred action or employment authorization. You can check on your employment authorization card that has the expiration date. You can also use an online calculator, which is very useful, that will help you calculate how many days from the day you're going to submit your application until it expires. That way you are sure that you are submitting it in a timely manner. If you submit your deferred action application prior to 150 days before your expiration date, it's very possible that USCIS may reject your application and return it to you and ask you to refile it at a later date. It is also very important that you do submit your application in a timely manner because you do not want to accrue any unlawful presence. If an individual has already reached age 18 and you wait and let your deferred action expire, then you may very well accrue unlawful presence. The third question is, how do I renew my deferred action application? There are 3 forms which you must include in your application. The very first form is the I-821D, which is consideration for deferred action for childhood arrivals. Very important that you do use the most recent updated version of this form. There was a prior form that was used for your initial application. Now it is a new form which is being used for both initial as well as renewals. If you check the bottom left-hand corner of the form, it'll have a current date. You want to make sure that you are checking that and that you are using the correct form. Secondly, the next form that you want to make sure you include is the I-765, which is your employment authorization document. This form also needs to include an I-765 worksheet. It needs to be filled out completely. Make sure that you do take your time and fill this out if you choose to do it on your own or whether you choose to have representation. Wells Legal Group is very experienced with this process. We are here to help you. Please give us a call with any questions that you may have regarding your deferred action for either initial requesters or to renew your application. We're here to help you and we look forward to seeing you.